Jessica Coyle.
Thank you. Thanks, Shannon.
Well,
good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming and joining us. This is a super exciting time if you're thinking about buying a home. That's what I love most about my job is being able to share this experience with you. Just kind of going over the process pretty briefly. First thing, like Shannon said, is that you kind of want to know what your buying power is, and that comes with sitting with a mortgage lender, and Alex will be filling you in a little bit more about that. You also want to get paired up with a really good real estate agent, and our team, like Shannon said, has been selling real estate in Long Beach area for over 20 years, so we kind of know a thing or two about what we're doing here. But it's really good to sit down with an agent and kind of go over what you are looking for. You can talk about the size of the home, the areas, if you need a fireplace or if you have 4 dogs and you need a big backyard. All that fun stuff, you get to sit down with someone like me and we can go over everything and discuss sort of different areas, parts of town, wherever we can find a nice home for you guys. Then after that is going around and actually touring the homes. So that's always a fun time. We get to go in and explore. Do we like this kind of home? Do we like this different style home? Do we want the backyard? Maybe we only want a patio, all that good stuff. And we get to go do all the touring and have a good time and explore. And then once we find a home that we do like, that's when we get to write the offer. So we sit down, we talk about how we want to set up our offer, and we'll get into that, as we cross that bridge kind of thing. But there's a lot of different ways to structure the offer. And once we submit our offer, that's when we're hoping that we get accepted. And a couple different things can happen at that point, one of which is that our offer gets accepted. Sometimes the seller has to counter back. Sometimes there's multiple offers on the home, and so we're in sort of a bit of a competition. And so the seller then will issue a multiple counter, and we'll work our way through that and hopefully get our offer accepted. Once we are accepted, then our due diligence period starts, and we have a certain amount of time to actually go and make sure the house has a good solid roof and foundation, and have our home inspector come out. We'll also have the loan in the background doing their stuff that Alex will talk about, and we'll have an appraiser come out and make sure that the value is there in the home. And once we're okay with all of those things, then we what's called remove our contingencies, and we sort of cruise into closing of escrow. And when escrow closes, that's the best part. We get to hand over the keys and you are a homeowner. So it's a pretty simple process. There's a lot going on, but it's a good time for all of us. We'll be right there with you through the whole timeline. And any questions, you guys?
Yeah. How long does the home buyer process take?
Well, that's a good question. And actually sort of depends. Escrow is actually about 30 to 45 days. That's sort of a normal time period. But if it takes us a little bit longer to find a home, then we're going to go on your timeline. Some people need to be into a home as soon as possible, and some people sort of are taking their time, and so it could be anywhere between like that 30 and 45 days to as long as you need to find the right one. Hopefully sooner than later. Any other questions, you guys?
We had a question that someone had submitted online, and they said, how many homes do buyers usually look at before they buy one?
Well, again, another good question. It totally depends. And I think that if we have our initial consultations set up right, then typically there will be about maybe 4 to 5 homes. Sometimes, so like I said, during the home touring process, you kind of start realizing that maybe what you thought you wanted isn't actually what you do want, and so then it can be a little bit more homes as we're sort of uncovering what you're looking for. But we like to do about 4 to 5 homes and then get you in and move on. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay, well, I will bring Brad on. He'll give us a market update so we know what's going on out there.
Thank you.